Hello guys, so today we will be doing a new chapter that is called polynomials. Basically it is a part of CBSE syllabus, but I would suggest ICSE students also to see this after they have completed the first part of factor theorem, because the first part of factor theorem was already covered by CBSE students in class 9 that you are doing right now. So after that definitely watch this video, because this will give you much more insight towards the syllabus of, yes, a different board, but maths doesn't change, right? Does science and maths change? No, science and maths doesn't change with boards, right? It's just some terms may change, that is it. So first of all we will be talking about polynomials. Suppose I have a polynomial like this, ax plus b. So here the degree of x is 1, correct? Degree of x is 1. So this type of polynomial is called linear polynomial. ठीक है. If degree of x is 2 like this, then it is called quadratic polynomial. Then it is called quadratic polynomial. Clear? Okay, if the degree is more than that, that is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, that is here the degree of polynomial is 3. It is called cubic polynomial. So this is just names, nothing else, right? We have also discussed a bit of it in factor theorem, right, in ICSE part. Okay, now there is something that is called zero of that polynomial. Okay. In CBSE syllabus they call that zero of that polynomial. See, suppose if I consider this as a function of x, that is fx is equal to, let's take it as ax plus b. Okay. Now for this total amount, total value to be 0, x will be minus b by a, correct? So definitely if I put the value of x as minus b by a, if I put like this minus b by a plus b, so this a and a cancels out, minus b plus b is equal to 0, has to come, right, has to come. Clear? So this comes when I put f minus b by a is equal to 0 for this polynomial. So for a definite value of x, the polynomial total is 0. Okay? So suppose there is a function x, say ax square plus bx plus c. Okay? So for a certain value, say k, okay, fk, okay, fk means x is equal to k. For a certain value, if it is 0, okay, fk is 0, then k will be called, k is called 0 of the polynomial, 0 of the polynomial fx. Clear? So basically what is it? Nothing but roots, because I will just show you one example. Let's take x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, let's take it as fx. Okay, so this is basically what we know it very well. If we factorize it, we will get it x minus 2, x minus 3. So if you put f is f2, okay, if you put f2, then it is 0, and if you put f3, then also it is 0. Clear? Both of the cases they are 0. Clear, guys? Any problems in this? In both the cases it should be 0, right? So here don't we say that this 2 is a factor of this equation? Not exactly a factor, x minus 2 is a factor of this equation. Then 2 is what? Roots of the equation, right? 2 is roots of the equation. We call this as the roots of the equation. Okay? Roots of the equation. 3 is also roots of the equation. So how do you find out the roots? First of all you factorize it, so you get what? Suppose they have given you 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so you will get x minus 2, x minus 3 is equal to 0. So definitely in this case either x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0 or both are 0. So in this case x is equal to 2 and in this case x is equal to 3. So 2 and 3 are the roots of this equation. Okay, 2 and 3 are the roots of this equation. But in case of NCERT, what NCERT says is these values are called the zeros of the polynomial. That means if you put these values in the polynomial, the resultant value or the result will come as 0. Okay? So these values will be called 2 and 3 will be called zeros of the polynomial. Clear? Zeros of the polynomial. You can also call them roots of the equation. Okay? If it is a quadratic equation, you can also call them roots of the equation. So I am rubbing this. Clear up till now? Zero of a polynomial is basically synonymous to the roots of the equation. Now we are going to understand the geometrical significance of zeros of a polynomial. Geometrical significance. Geometrical means here we will be considering coordinate geometry. Okay? Sorry guys. So here is the y-axis. Okay? Here is the x-axis. Coordinate geometry, everybody is familiar from class 9, I guess, no problems. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So suppose y is equal to fx. Okay? Y is equal to fx. So that is, let's take ax square plus or ax plus b. Okay? Let's take the simple one, ax plus b. So basically this is you can write y is equal to mx plus c. So this is equation of a straight line, basically nothing else. So if you plot this y is equal to ax plus b, how will you plot? So you will write, suppose I am taking a simple equation over here, y is equal to say x plus 1. Okay? So if I want to plot this, what I will do? I will make a table x and y. First x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Okay? So I will take 3 points and I will plot this in this equation. First is 0, 1. 0, 1 means, so x axis is 0, so this is 0, 1. Okay? 1 point. Another is 1, 2. That is, this is 1 and here it is 2. Okay? Next is 2, 3. So this is 2 and here it is 3. So if you draw this line, okay, this cuts x-axis at a certain point. This cuts x-axis at a certain point. Okay? At this x-axis, what is the value of y? At this x-axis, see, this x-axis passes through this. So it doesn't go upwards or downwards. So x-axis means y is equal to 0. Right? And during our polynomial y, what did we say? Said y is equal to fx is equal to 0 when fx is equal to k and this k is 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial. So value of x for which fx is 0, that means y is 0, that means it is cutting x-axis at y is equal to 0, right? Cutting x-axis at y is equal to 0. So at this point there is some value of x, right? At this point there is some value of x. So even if you want to calculate it like this, y is equal to 0, you put x plus 1, so x will be equal to minus 1. X will be equal to minus 1. Okay? So here x equal to minus 1. So this point is basically minus 1, 0. Clear? This point is basically minus 1, 0. So what is the root of this equation? If somebody asks what is the root of this equation, x plus 1, then the root of this equation is x is equal to minus 1. What is the 0 of this equation? Minus 1. Okay? 0 of the polynomial is also minus 1 and root of the equation is also minus 1. So if somebody asks you what is the geometrical significance of the 0 of a polynomial, it is when the curve, because here it is a straight line, any place it can be a curve also. The place at x-axis where it cuts, where the curve will cut the x-axis. Okay? the point where the curve will cut the x-axis is called the zero of the polynomial. ठीक है, zero of the polynomial. So this is basically the point of the zero of the polynomial. Clear guys? Next. So if we see, this was an equation or polynomial of 1 degree, right? X plus 1, x 1 degree. If you use a polynomial like this, say y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. So this is basically, we know this is basically x minus 2, x minus 3. So it will have 2 roots, that means 2 zeros. So 2 times it has to, 2 times it has to cut the x-axis, not 1 time, 2 times it has to cut the x-axis. So how will you plot this? I can directly plot this, I don't need to plot this again, means by plotting all those things, because I know 2 points, that is 3 and 2. Okay, so one will be 2 0, this is 2 0, another will be 3 0. Okay, this 2 point it will cut, and the curve will be like this. Curve will be like this. So this type of curve is basically parabola. This is called parabola. Okay. So if the coefficient of x square, which we generally term as a, is more than 0, then this parabola will be opening up upside. Okay, opening up on the top side. If a is less than 0, then parabola will opening up on the bottom side. Clear? And it is going to cut the x-axis at 2 position. That is why quadratic equation has 2 roots. Because if you plot them, you will get it cut the x-axis at 2 positions. Okay? Now, is it possible that a quadratic equation will have only 1 root? That is, this polynomial will have only 1 0. Is it possible? It is possible. When? Let's see. If this parabola happens to just touch and go like this is possible if the polynomial is a perfect square, 2x plus 1. Okay, so this will be basically nothing, x plus 1 whole square. So this will be minus 1 0, sorry, this will be minus 1. Okay, so I'll make it minus. Okay, it is on the positive side. So okay, so if it is a perfect square, then you will get this kind of curve. It will touch just 1 point, that's it. Okay, clear guys? So you are also learning the geometrical significance. For ICSE guys, this is new. For CBSE, this is very common. Can a polynomial have no zeros? Yes, it is possible. For second degree, it is definitely possible. How? Just see this. If I draw a curve like this, it will never going to touch the x-axis, it will have no zero. That is, it doesn't have any factors like that. Okay? Doesn't have any factors. It is possible. Okay? No zeros are possible. Now we will draw some curves for cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. So if you see a parabola, that means it's a quadratic polynomial. Okay? If you see a parabola, it is a quadratic polynomial. Now see, if we draw a cubic polynomial, then it will be like this. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. This is a cubic polynomial. 3 zeros. 1 0, 2 0, 3 0. Okay? 3 zeros are possible. Okay? Acha. In case of cubic polynomial, is it possible to have just 1 root? Yes, it is possible. Suppose there is a curve y is equal to x cube. So if x cube is 0, then x will be 0. So that is only one possibility. So that is also possible, that it will be a curve like this, touching and going out. Just 1 time it will touch. Okay? That's it. 0 0. You can see 0 0 point. Next, is it possible for a cubic equation or cubic polynomial to have 2 roots or 2 zeros? Yes, it is possible. That is, it will touch like this and go like this. So basically, this kind of polynomials are nothing but, here suppose it is minus 1, so minus 1 0, and here let's take it 2 0. Okay? So it is basically x plus 1 whole square, x minus 2. Okay? X square plus 2x plus 1 into x minus 2. So you can multiply this, I guess. x into x square x cube x plus 2x square plus x minus 2x square minus 4x minus 2. ठीक है, so we'll get x cube, this will cancels out, minus 3x minus 2. ठीक है, clear guys? So this is another one. So this is also possible. So I have shown an equation for which this kind of curve will come. ठीक है, nothing else. So basically from this you can be able to solve the NCERT problems given based on this. This is basically followed from NCERT. So please solve all the NCERT problem based on this. After this we are going to also study about the theory on division algorithm of polynomial. Thank you. Hi guys, so now we will be studying about division relationships between zeros and coefficient of polynomials. Our next part on polynomials, relationship between zeros and coefficient of polynomials. So don't worry, this will be another easy one, smooth cake, smooth path. Let's see this. So for a linear polynomial, what do we know? For a linear polynomial, first of all, what is linear polynomial? Let's just recapitulate. Polynomial, linear polynomial is ax plus b. ठीक है, quadratic polynomial is ax square bx plus c, and let's take one cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. ठीक है, so for first one, what is the zero? First one, zero was zero of linear polynomial, that is written over there, is minus b by a. ठीक है, so what is minus b by a? Nothing but minus constant by coefficient of x. ठीक है, that was it, nothing else. Now for quadratic what happens? So for quadratic, if you just, we will first write down the formula for quadratic. So zeros of quadratic polynomial. ठीक है, zeros of quadratic polynomial. So first of all, there is not one zero, there are two zeros. So definitely you cannot say that this zero will be this zero will be that. You cannot say that like that, right? So in case of quadratic polynomial, there are two things. One is sum of zeros, that is basically nothing, sum of roots in case of quadratic equations. We are talking about polynomials only. So sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. So the formula basically remains same, it doesn't change. So this is basically minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. ठीक है, next is product of zeros. This is also important. Product of zeros is equal to c by a, that is constant term by no minus over here, coefficient of x square. So we will have to verify this whether this is correct or not. So we will take an equation. Let's take our simple equation, x square minus 5x plus 6. ठीक है, so for this if you see, it has two roots basically, we know x minus 2 and x minus 3. So there are two zeros. Two zeros are zeros. क्या क्या है इसमें? Zeros are 2, 3. So first of all let us find out sum of zeros. Sum of zeros. Clear? We are finding out sum of zeros. So sum of zeros is 2 plus 3, that is 5. ठीक है, now from this formula if I want to go, then it will come minus b, that is minus 5, right? Minus 5 by a. Here a is 1, so 1. So this will be 5. So matching. Next, product of zeros. Is equal to 6, right? 2 into 3, and if we want to do by that formula, c by a, so c over here is 6 and A is 1, so 6. So it is getting verified. So this kind of verification problem will come to you and you need to do that. Okay. So this is for your quadratic polynomial and linear polynomial. So this formula is very important, please remember. Okay. So I'll just summarize it for you, don't have to worry. So for quadratic polynomial, then what we are getting? For quadratic polynomial we are getting, if the zeros or the roots of the equations are alpha and beta, then alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and alpha beta is equal to c by a. Clear guys? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a and alpha into beta is equal to c by a. These are the zeros of the polynomial. Okay, zeros of the polynomial. Okay, clear? Okay. Now we will be coming to cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial, so there will be formulas for cubic polynomial also. Cubic polynomial means ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, this is cubic polynomial. Here there are three formulas that you need to, alpha plus beta plus gamma. In this case it will be minus b by a. So this is same, this doesn't change. Next, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, this is c by a. Okay. Another is alpha beta gamma, that is product of roots, this is minus d by a. Okay. This is for cubic polynomials. Okay, you can verify by using one cubic polynomial. So these are the important things that you need to know for relating zeros of the polynomial with the coefficient of the polynomial. You may have to calculate in the examination various sum of the roots and the product of the roots, and these formulas will help you to do them with ease, nothing else. Okay guys, there are very less chances in CBSE of giving you a cubic polynomial. I think cubic polynomial is out of the syllabus most of all. Okay, it is not to be tested basically, but it's good to learn, right? Today you are not using it, tomorrow you will be needing it. That's it. And this one is very important. This one is not only important in case of polynomial, while you will be doing quadratic equations, then also it will be of super importance. Okay? So please go through this very well. After this we will have a short video on division algorithm, that is what does exactly division means and how can we form an algorithm out of the division. Okay? We have to form some algorithm so that we can write computer programs.